Monkey Lord, parked just inside the Fat Boy's range, deciding that that is a good place to stand. Actually, no, he says, I'm going to get out of range now. Hello, 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 my name is Sam, otherwise known as Function, and it's fantastic to be back in the world of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever. Today we're taking a look at a 2v2 on Adaptive Lone Eagle. This is a 2v2 match-made game from the 26th of April, I think. It is the 27th as I record this, so very recent. Let's introduce the players on the blue side, on Team 1. Both blue players playing Cybrin, both red players playing UAF, by the way, so they've forgotten how colours work. But we've got... which one is this? This is dark blue. Playing Cybrin is Don Gringo. And then his light blue ally is Storm Lantern. On the red side, in maroon, burgundy, darkish sort of red, we have shades of blue. There's a lot of colour mismatching in this game. Robogear is his ally in scarlet red. 98% quality in terms of game balance. We'd love to see it. I'm actually going to speed through quite a lot of this game. It's a reasonably long game, especially for a 2v2, and it's one of the... not the most serious game, I think, that I've ever casted, but lots of quite fun stuff happens, so I thought it'd be a fun one to share with you guys, but yeah, I'll speed through a lot of it, because there's some serious standoff tactics that happen later into the game that aren't quite as exciting to watch. But anyway, let's see what's happening. Both teams with some early aggression. Actually, slow down a little bit. Nice Mantis getting the kill on that mech marine there. Hunter has gotten in behind here and gets its second engineer kill. On the front lines here, Robogear moving forward with his comp into the middle to defend against some Mantis. Take a look at the reclaim. A lot of reclaim, 25k, and we're already 4 minutes into the game, so at least 25k reclaim to be had on this map. A lot of it is in this central river. All of these 75 and 150 and 38 snow, ice, rock things to be picked up. Could be a big boost to the economy. Robogear continuing to use his commander effectively. Attempt a little run by up here by Don Gringo. Not sure if there are any engineer kills, it doesn't look like it. But defensive forces there for Robogear, going to prevent any more damage. Looks like all 4 comms into the sort of central river bed. A bit of action down on this side, and gun started there for Robogear. Does he have the power for that? Ooh, it's close. Might have to pause some stuff. You can see a little bit of aggression coming out there for Team 1. Yeah, you can see he's paused that commander. He doesn't have any air factories. He's got one started. I would... It's very hard, I think, to upgrade a commander and be building air factories at the same time. So see this half upgraded comm sitting there, 60% now. It does have supporting units on both sides, but bombers are about to come in overhead. Still got 20 seconds on that upgrade. Bomber's actually going straight past. Going for the power, and yeah, 5 power. Generators go pop immediately there for Robogear. He's actually alright on power now. Looks like he's paused some stuff. Well, I think one of the things that he might have paused was the upgrade on the comm there. He's okay for power, it looks like. He's going to get that upgrade finish. There it goes. No upgrade there for Storm Lantern. Tempted a run by for Don Gringo, but Robogear going to be able to defend nicely against that. Both teams with some T1 bombers out, but not a huge amount of effect. It looks like beyond the P-gens that went down and are quickly being replaced. Con upgrade started for 2 more comms. Don Gringo almost completed his Shades of Blue, quarter done. Robogear using that advantage that he's got to push ahead, assisted by a bunch of T1 spam. Storm Lantern having to back off. He's only on 5,600 hit points, so doesn't want to get caught up in any kind of fight, really, especially with that upgraded comm bearing down on him. Gun completed for Don Gringo there, so potentially going to come in to assist. Does he have power storage? He does. He's got a couple of power storages, so going to be able to use the overcharge to clear out some of these T1 units. Robogear pushing very aggressively ahead. No PDs in the area that I can see. Gun upgrade completed for Shades of Blue, and now that he's got that powerhouse of an ACU available to him, he's going to start a Land HQ upgrade to T2. Robogear fully on his opponent's side of the map, chasing after Storm Lantern still, but there's a ton of Mantis in the area, so I think Robogear wants to be a little bit careful. Storm Lantern back up over 6,000 hit points, although he dips down to 5,000 now. Don Gringo conversely using his comm to go onto the enemy side of the map, but Robogear in a bit of trouble here. But so is Storm Lantern. Robogear taking a ton. You can see the hit points just melting off that comm. Let's slow it down, going down to 1,200, and he gets the kill, but takes a draw there because it was below 2,500 hit points. So 11 minutes into the game, we should switch up to a 1v1. One of the things that I quite like about 2v2s is they often end up in 1v1s, which I certainly enjoy playing 1v1s. They're my most played game. But 2v2s, because of the way they work, you tend to get a lot of action, but even when they turn into 1v1s early, you get some pretty decent economies early on, because you've got that assistance of your ally. It's much less volatile in the early stages of the game, so you can tech up your factories and mexes earlier than you would otherwise be able to. But you can see raiding parties going clockwise for both remaining players. Shades of Blue getting some damage on to mexes there, going to get caught out by defending forces though. And over here, Don Gringo, looks like he's got 2 or 3 mech kills. A bunch of mechs is unbuilt actually for Shades of Blue. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I don't think units got all the way back in here. These are actually, oh no, you can get an engineer up here. I believe you can walk an engineer up that slope, so not really sure what the situation is there. But Don Gringo pushing forwards with some more spam. Do we see Tech 2 out from him? I do not. Don't believe we have any Tech 2. So Shades of Blue, very much with the tech advantage, pumping out pillars. Pretty basic bitch unit, the pillar. Struggling to get my words out today. But pretty effective, especially at repelling spam. You see a bunch of interceptors deciding to take a coffee break over a bunch of flak. Definitely not the way to go. And units getting stuck on the mountain. They're going 1v1, one by one, past all the pillars and triads that have been set up along here. Both players looking like they're actually able to deny a lot of territory from their opponent. And all of there's like 10 mexes in the middle here, and none of them are built currently. Units trying to move over onto this sort of secondary base that Shades of Blue inherited, but defending units here as well, so not going to be able to get too much done, I don't think. That said, he's actually brought these pillars and co down south to help defend, and that leaves this area open, so Don Gringo looks like he's going to be able to get some units into this territory and continue to deny it from Shades of Blue. Over on this side, Don Gringo reclaiming some of his lost territory, so hopefully going to be able to build some of these mexes. Still quite a lot of original reclaim to be had on this map. There's yeah, over 1,000 reclaim over there and 24,000 reclaim altogether to be sucked up, so I'd like to see a few more engineers on reclaim duty, to be honest, as we see a nice little run by in the rear of Shades of Blue's territory. Going after these mexes. T1 bombers overhead to help clear those out, but you can see a ton of spam for Don Gringo. And still on Tech 2 for Shades of Blue, he says foreshadowingly. But those pillars moving down to the south, looks like Shades of Blue not super interested in defending his northern territories, actually just going forwards with the current units that he has available to him. Take a quick look at the economies. Team 1 ahead just about on overall mass and ahead by sort of 10 or 11 mass per tick. T3 land HQ done. It was a different HQ. I knew he was going to get to T3 soon. But you can see Titans coming out onto the field there for Shades of Blue, so that's what he's been working on. Titans just a fantastic unit. Really, really strong. Appallingly strong. You can... I used to think that Titans weren't that useful and we should just skip to Percival's in most games, but you can see the Titans doing a fantastic job again at clearing out these invading units. There's a lot of units here for Don Gringo, but not actually scoring too much damage. A T1 factory about to go pop. A T2 power generator going to go pop. Does he have? It's almost completed another T2P gen. Might have power troubles in the meantime, but you can see no mexes have gone down. All these T1 power generators are still alive. We've got 3-4 Titans on the field currently. Getting a ton of kills. 17 kills already on that one, 16, 19 on that one. Already on 1 or 2 ranks of vet, and you can see these pillars that have been brought forwards, getting some good harassment done. There are rhinos on the field now for Don Gringo. Is he taking up to T3? His HQ's here. It's currently idle, so definitely not taking up. Just continuing to pump out a lot of T1 units, and a lot of them are Sky Slammers by the looks of it. Maybe that was just caught it on a cycle of Sky Slammers, but spending quite a lot of mass on those anti-air units. This raiding force going to get caught out by Don Gringo's defensive units. But you can see these Titans and Pillars moving forwards to reclaim some of this lost territory. A couple of T1 units trying to get into the back here. There's a triad here. Titans just rolled off and it is going to get redirected, so it will turn these units into absolute mincemeat. Titans moving forwards, trying to get some work done. Carving out swathes of T1 units. Look at the numbers, 20 kills, 27 kills, 24. Jerry with just 1 kill there. You hate to see it. Pillar's actually putting in a lot of work, I think, by the looks of it as well. Shades of Blue, making sure he's adding into some supportive units, the mobile flak and the mobile shield generators, assisting. Speed up just a little bit. A ton of mass here to be collected, and Don Gringo trying to collect some of it, but those engineers immediately go pop. And now you can see Don Gringo on the back foot a little bit. Actually managed to build one of those forward mexes. It does go down. Now Titans moving over onto the northern side here. Think about moving across the riverbed to assault. Is there actually water here? I think this texture that's moving across, I think it's just like mist or something. It's not actually water. But anyway, Titans have made landfall, and they are wasting all these T1 units trying to just make a go of it in this world. And you can see the T3 units have come in and showing them the harsh realities. Cerberus turrets trying to be spammed up here. 3 of them already available for Don Gringo. A lot of unbuilt T1 mexes. I wouldn't mind seeing, you can see 1 engineer out already, some more engineers building up here. I wouldn't mind seeing those move forwards with at least some pillars, maybe even a Titan, to just make sure they stay alive long enough to build those mexes. A little bit of a split of forces as some pillars and other T2 units get in behind. T2 mechs about to go down there. Very nice. A bit of a feint by these Titans and pillars in the front. And you can see some T1 units actually getting around the back, taking advantage of the lull in the fighting. Looks like we've got 8 Titans moving down to the south again. Got a couple moving north, so defending the engineers that are moving up here. Really nice to see. Titans just making sure that Don Gringo is limited in what he's able to do and where he's able to go. See a bit of an airlift, just carrying a Titan across. Not quite sure why he's not just walking, but there we go. He's got his mobility scooter. Might as well make use of it. That's why he wants to get onto the plateau. I don't think you can walk up this this cliffside. T1 mechs and the T2 mechs there going pop. And got a Percival on the field now. A lot of Titans in defense right at the back here. I think those should be moved up into this sort of area, but those forward Titans continuing to cause absolute havoc. 35 kills, 10 kills, 29 kills. See Derek here on 4 ranks of vet already. Fantastic. 3,600 hit points. They start with 2,600. They get I think it works the same with all units. You get 10% bonus hit points per rank of vet. You also get 10% bonus, what do you call it? Regeneration. Health regeneration. Actually, wait, no, most units don't start with health regeneration. Ignore that bit, but you definitely get 10% total hit points per rank of vet, up to 5. So very, very significant amounts of hit points, and you can see a nice run by here. We've actually got a brick on the field for Don Gringo, so making the jump to T3, 2 bricks there, assisting the commander in defending these Titans and pillars. Moving back just to draw Don Gringo's attention away as we get Titans into the back here. Percival actually will start blapping away at the T2 mechs. He's See what it's going to go for next. Looks like it's going to go for the other mechs. Is that ironic? Carrier getting bombed. I don't know what irony is, but it feels ironic in some way. Percival's still alive. Already 2 ranks of vet on that Percival, but taking a lot of tank fire now. These Titans going on a bit of a suicide mission. You can see Derek there on 5 ranks of vet, and suiciding straight into the enemy commander. I hate to see it. The top brass realized that they couldn't control their troops while you have heroes like this still alive, so they have to send them on a suicide mission. The horrors of war. We see a broadsword now on the field. Made the transition to T3 Air, and Ambassador also out for Shades of Blue. Titans moving up the middle. Just so much T1 crap on the field for Don Gringo. And Shades of Blue punishing him very easily by continuing to just mass produce Titans. See just how quickly all these T1 units die. If I could actually speed it up. Second pass doesn't actually get the bomb off. So that strap bomber going to bite the dust. He's trying to move forwards with the assistance of a broadsword. Ton of Titans. Rendezvous from the south, more coming in from the center. Trying to just keep out of range. There's some Viper fire coming in as well. Don't want to get into range of those services because they will chew through the Titans eventually, if they can actually hit anything. Now you see Don Gringo had control of a lot of territory earlier on, but with the help of those Titans, Shades of Blue has been able to reverse that. He's gained complete control of his side of the river now, built almost all of those mexes up again, and actually building mexes on his opponent's side of the field. He's airdropped, or possibly even just walked some engineers all the way across, building those mexes. It's presumably a decent amount of mass over here to be reclaimed as well. And a little bit of a lull. We've got a bunch of, just a F-ton of Titans in the back of Don Gringo's territory there, and some Titans over on this side. They are going to face up against 4 bricks, so they're going to retreat. There is a Percival in that. With sufficient micro, the Percival would be able to use its range to kill the bricks, but Spearhead's out now. An underrated unit, if ever I saw one. Put out an enormous amount of missile fire downrange. Shades of Blue having power troubles. Maybe he was. I thought I saw the those Titan shields blink off and on. I'm not sure. See zappers being spammed up there for Don Gringo to defend against these spearheads. And the move order comes out. Titans and Co moving forwards. Do we have any bricks? We've got a brick or two in the mix. And they decided just to find where the edge of that Cerberus turret range is, and then they retreat again. Shields popping off for Don Gringo, so potentially having some power troubles of his own, and they pop back on that. Shield almost completed for Shades of Blue, starting Raz as well. We've actually got a Quantum Gateway. Do we have any support commanders on the field? Not yet, but we will see those very soon. We've got a Demolisher or two for Shades of Blue now. I think not a bad idea. Tough to get those Titans into range of the enemy turrets now. So just using those long-range standoff tactics. I've already got this game sped up. I don't want to speed it up too much because I might miss some interesting things. Let's drop over here just to get these mexes built. You can see Shades of Blue just dominating in terms of territory now. If we take a look at the mass incomes, he's got over double his opponent's mass income. 70, almost 70k total mass ahead. So Shades of Blue very much in control of the situation here. We will actually speed it up a little bit. Don Gringo trying to move forwards with some of those T1 and T2 units. Is he still producing T1 units? Surely not. I don't think he is. He's actually trying to spam up a Monkey Lord, and it's half done already. A Monkey Lord will do a lot of work. Not enough range really for Shades of Blue, but the Fat Boy completed first, and a Novax actually started for Shades of Blue. So Shades of Blue just making sure he pens in his opponent, making sure his opponent can't rebuild, and in the meantime Shades of Blue gets to work on that Fat Boy. Don Gringo, conversely, he realizes that Shades of Blue isn't willing to commit to a full-scale invasion, so he is taking the opportunity to build that cheap Monkey Lord himself. The Monkey Lord gets into range. Super high DPS microwave laser. Fantastic to see. It's actually moving back. Just more T1 crap for Don Gringo. Amazing. And the Fat Boy gets its artillery cannon into range, and all this T1 is just going to immediately go pop. Like that. And Novak's done. That was pretty quick. I did have these simulations sped up for a while, but that was a pretty quick Novax, I feel. About 36,000 mass to build a Novax. I think it's 28,000 for a Fat Boy. A ton of T1 transports are being built there. I'm not sure what the point of that is. Maybe that was just an accidental, repeated factory build order. Novak's just standing around waiting for an order at the minute. See anything else especially exciting? No, so just standing off, trying to maybe get that Fat Boy into range. He's building up a number of strap bombers. You can see 3 strap bombers there, so maybe we're going to try and make use of that. But Fat Boy gets into range, and the Titans move forwards, just killing all those engineers. The satellite is spotted, and it goes to work, going for those T3 mexes, which will kill in 3 shots, I believe. And the Monkey Lord parked just inside the Fat Boy's range, deciding that that is a good place to stand. Actually, no, he says, I'm going to get out of range now. Nuke started with Shades of Blue. Now, Monkey Lord still taking an insane amount of Fat Boy fire. Goes down finally. Is that TML fire? Yeah, TML's trying to take the Fat Boy out. Thank you. If you had gotten a lucky shot there, that would have been pretty nice. But with the Novax overhead, with a nuke started, presumably going up quite quickly. Quickly-ish. Still not finished yet. Titans just absolutely wrecking all of the stuff that's been built here. Actually, Gumpers have been built. Titans, not too many things, they don't really know what to shoot at, taking out the economy. And looks like this will be the end, possibly, here for Don Gringo. I'm not sure how he can stand up to any more of this. as those Titans just whittle away at the base. More T2 power going down. There's two T3 power generators at the back here, but going after the build power that we're producing the bricks. He's going to go for he's going for the power. He's going to go. Was working on that the factory HQ, but it's running out of Titans now. It's the Percival's. Sorry, the Cerberus. Just a ton of Cerberuses, but you've got Percival's now rolling up. GG, says Don Gringo. Except the satellite. Yeah, Percival's getting into range. Very hard to defend against that many Percivals. Although, when they fire at a random spot on the ground, then Percivals aren't the most effective thing in the world. But Control K comes out for Don Gringo. He put up a good fight, but he just wasted too much time on the T1 phase, I believe, and paid the ultimate price for it. The ultimate price, of course, losing one game of FAF. Not something I would wish upon my worst enemy. Anyway, what do you think of that game? How do you think these guys did? Do you still respect Shades of Blue now that he's built a Novax satellite? Do you still respect Don Gringo for doing whatever the hell it was he did, spamming out Infinite T1 in the face of Infinite Titans? Definitely not the way to go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.